Hey everybody, welcome to Food Stories. I'm your host, Larry Fournillier. And today we are going to be joining Sonja Dumas, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago, Diego Martin. Actually, it's right on the other side of my valley where I'm at. Hey Sonja.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm good. Uh, so she'll be she's not cooking, she doesn't cook. She'll be doing raw food, right?
Yeah, for the most part. Raw
All
and
right.
close to raw.
Okay, good. But before we go into Sonia's kitchen, I want to say hello to my lovely guest, Aslan Blow.
I thought you were going to say my lovely good friend.
Oh
Yes,
God!
yes.
Well, you are my good friend. You are my good friend. Yeah.
I was in honor of Sonia. I was going to make fresh vegetable juice, but it's
Uh-huh.
Friday night, and I changed my mind.
That's fine. You bring
Uh,
on
as
anything that makes you happy.
Aslan has written a book, Simply Singapore, the cookbook, and
Mhm.
it's doing well on Amazon. So guys, follow Aslan, purchase a book. You won't be sorry.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Before we start, I just want to give a quick shout out to Amin Medjool, who's joining us from Casablanca. And then I want to give another shout out to my good friend, John Gransol, who is in Trinidad, Richard Harris, and Robin
Richard,
Kirkley.
right.
Yeah. Robin is in England, but he's Trini. So that's my Trini posse. Just want to say hi to them. Anyway, without much further ado, we're gonna jump right into Sonia's kitchen, where she will not be cooking, but she will be doing something raw. Take it away, Sonia.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I told you that I was going to do a little yogurt something. It's really what I call a power yogurt.
Okay.
Something I eat for breakfast quite often because it gives me a lot of energy. Now, I don't make the yogurt, I buy the yogurt, but I buy like Greek yogurt. It's supposed to have some much higher content of protein in it,
Right.
so that kind of compensates for somebody who's not eating meat or what have you. Now, that said, I am not a pure vegetarian. I eat fish
Hmm.
and I eat seafood and so forth. I don't eat the other types of meats. But I just really don't like to cook, so that I just do whatever is necessary not to do that.
Okay.
Oh, that's
What's your dog's name? Biscuit.
Biscuit. She
All right.
just saw somebody walk past in the back, and she was, she's a good guard dog. She's this big, but she's a good guard dog.
Give Biscuit a Cricks. That is a Trini joke for those of you who don't understand what Cricks
And
is.
she likes biscuits. She really does
Does.
like biscuits.
Okay. All right. So walk us through what you're doing there, my dear.
I am just cutting up a frozen banana. Now, it's funny, when you freeze bananas, they actually don't change color. You can freeze them with the skin, without the skin, whatever.
Hmm.
So, but of course, they don't freeze right through. So they're fairly manageable if you take them out and want to use them right off the bat. So I'm just going to mix what I have here already, which I already kind of chopped it up a little bit. Well, chopped is not the right word. Since I'm not a chef, I don't know the right word. These are just some oats. And what I did is I put them in the mixer to make them into a sort of coarse flour type of thing. So they're just a little finer than they would be as they're in their normal state. So I'm just going to put these in here.
Nice.
And oats, as you know, have low cholesterol, and they're good for the fiber, and they're good for this, for that, the next other.
Right.
And putting in the frozen bananas now, or banana, just
Okay.
one. And then I like to put in some turmeric.
Nice.
Okay, but this is actually it's not the powder, it's the real
It's the real.
it's
Yeah,
raw
exactly.
turmeric, right?
That's
And
right.
of course you can use the powder if you don't have anything else. But I think this brings a lovely fresh flavor. This is my kind of new flavoring of choice. 2015 turmeric year.
But yeah, Trini, you should be using turmeric all the time because that's what we do.
Hello, people who cook use turmeric. See,
All right. That's right. I forgot. You don't cook.
Right. So everybody anybody who will do the nice curries and so forth, turmeric is good for them. You see me? Put it in the yogurt.
All right.
So now I'm just mixing up everything in the mixer.
Okay.
Or the chopper, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And because we kind of pressed for time, I'm not going to just mix it fully because I already mixed some for the show. So here it is, that's what it looks like. And here's the yogurt. Put it in a nice little... The thing is, let me tell you, when you're eating, you have to kind of like what you are eating. You have to like what it looks like, okay? So I put it in a little kind of cup like this, just to make it look good. You don't have to, but it's a nice little, it's a little plastic thing. It's not very expensive, whatever. But it makes me feel better when I'm eating it.
Yeah.
And so here's the mixture that we just did. This is the oats, the banana, and the turmeric.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I put mint in it as well.
Okay.
That brings another nice flavor to it.
Tell me the story behind you not cooking. I mean, growing up, you were cooking, or what's the switch?
I didn't have a traumatic cooking event. No, it wasn't that. What it was, I don't know. That was never something that attracted me. Although it's my grandmother who actually got me interested in cooking. So she taught me to make the macaroni pie and chicken. I used to eat chicken in those days. And so forth. Yeah. But I don't know. My life is very crazy. I do a lot of things, and so I tend not to spend time in the preparatory stages of the game. Okay, so preparing breakfast, preparing lunch, that's not on the agenda, you know?
Okay.
Cleaning the house is not on the agenda either.
So I guess...
once a month thing.
I guess your stove has not gotten a workout since you probably purchased it.
I do boil water.
All right.
And I cook. Let's say I actually use the stove maybe once every 2 weeks. A friend of mine, whenever he comes to visit, he says, "So when was the last time you changed your gas cylinder?" And he knows, he asks me with a smirk on his face because he knows it hasn't been for 6 months, okay? He knows that.
Yeah.
He knows I don't use it.
You probably have the original gas cylinder when you bought that stove.
No, not that bad. Not that bad.
Okay.
After being talking, this is all it is, really. And then if you want to garnish it with some mint, or actually mix the mint in when you're mixing up the turmeric, etc. The only thing I would warn people about is that the taste of the oats, the actual texture of the oats, not the taste, but the texture of the oats and the turmeric depends on how much you blend it. So if you want it coarser, you blend it for less time, and if you want it fine, you blend it for more. Because some people like that kind of texture in their mouths, but it's really good. It tastes good.
Okay. All right. Well, if you could hold it up to the cam, I guess, and Aslan could take some photos. And I think your signal is kind of coming and going. Yeah. Okay. And while Aslan is doing this, I just want to say hi to Michael Thomas and Maurice May.
Okay, great.
Maurice May and DJ Lee. DJ Lee comes all the way from Guyana. We have Guyanese in the house.
All right.
I've got a question for DJ Lee. Is that a she? I'm sorry, I can't see the picture from here.
Yeah, it's a she.
Which comment of Michael Thomas's that you agree with? I'm a bit curious. I agree with your comment. Did we get a nugget of information we seem to have missed in the comment stream? Anyway.
I don't think so. We can scroll down. Don't see anything. But
Uncle Mo is in the house, Larry. That's Maurice May.
Yeah. Oh, well, I said Maurice May. Yeah. Well, Uncle Mo. That I guess he comes to your show a lot. All right. So Sonja, now that the yogurt is done, what are you going to do for us now?
Well, I am just going to make a very quick salad.
Okay.
Okay. Again, something you could eat for lunch or with whatever else you eat with lunch. For me, it's complete in itself. And actually is kale. So kale is another one of my, I won't say new discoveries, but certainly something that I'm very fond of. It again has a very high nutrient density as far as I've read. Don't quote me, I'm not an expert, but essentially all I'm doing is I'm going to just tear the leaves from the stalk, make it a salad here.
Okay.
The thing with kale is, wise, you don't wash it until you're ready to use it, because apparently it gets very limp very quickly. So wash it just as you're about to use it. The other thing I like with kale is I do actually use the stove part for this. Is I make kale chips. All I put is sea salt and kale, a little bit of drizzle of say olive oil or so. Put it in the oven, and like 5 minutes later, they're very delicate, so you have to be very careful not to over bake them. But really and truly, they taste wonderful, really nice, and a high nutrient density kind of snack if you want it.
Okay.
So I'm just tearing up some of the kale that I have, and then because we're in the Caribbean, I use what we have in the Caribbean. So we have a few bean sprouts here. Putting some bean sprouts in. And now, I say pawpaw, you say papaya, but it's the same thing, right?
Right. We say pawpaw, the rest of the world say papaya.
Right.
Isn't that determined by the size of the fruit? The difference in name.
No.
Oh, I never heard that.
No.
I don't
Pawpaw
know.
is. We have pawpaw or papaya here, this small and up to this big.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
in that range. We call it pawpaw. Well, maybe in your side it is determined by the size of the fruit. Yeah.
Okay, so all I'm doing is mixing this up, really. That's about it. And I have some dried tomatoes there as well. Again, these are optional because these are also, texture-wise, they might be a little more gooey to chew on. But if you want to, you can put those in to get another level of flavor. Okay. So that's essentially the salad, and then I'm going to make a very, 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 very short-lived in terms of how long it takes to make vinaigrette to go with it. Okay, optional. Depends on what you like.
Do you guys get green papaya there? Like in
We do, but it's rare. You have to kind of, when I go to the grocers, usually the green grocers, they say, well, okay, come back next day and you'll get it. Because they tend to pick them so that they can sell them quickly, and people tend to want them to ripen fast. So within 2 days, you have your ripened pawpaw.
Okay,
yes.
that would add a lovely dimension to the salad, won't it? The sour green papaya.
Yeah, the green, yeah.
There's a pad thai that I make with green papaya, pawpaw. You just julienne the green part, well, the interior of the pawpaw, and you do all your lovely spices together and make your mixes. You've got some wonderful pad thai stuff. Now, because it is citrus season in Trinidad and Tobago, so we have a lot of oranges, we have a lot of grapefruits, very abundant. So I have just squeezed some orange juice from an orange my mom picked up in the market. She gave it to me when I went over to her house the other day. And I'm going to just put a little bit of the orange juice, tiny bit of some rice wine vinegar.
Okay.
Don't need a lot of that. I don't measure, so you'll have to figure that out. I do not measure the thing. I don't know. But I try. When I put stuff up on my face, I actually try to approximate it. But it really is up to taste.
Sure.
So this is some olive oil. I would say about
olive oil?
Yes.
It is, yeah, okay.
And this is some balsamic vinegar.
Okay, nice.
Just a dash of that. Mixing that up.
So, Sonja, the amazing thing is, just before the show, Your signal was absolutely flawless. Once we started going live, I think Flo decided to mess with you now.
Oh, dearie me, what a thing.
Yeah, but that's okay. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
Are you okay now? Is it kind of okay?
yeah, it's still kind of wonky, but that's okay. The show must go on.
Okay, cool. And this is some honey, so I'm just adding a little honey to it as well.
All right.
Again, optional is some garlic, chunks, a little bit of garlic, chopped up. Again, that's your taste, because if you don't like the taste of raw garlic, you might want to not put that in. But it's, again, one of those superfoods that is really quite good for you, as far as I understand.
I love garlic. I tend to juice a whole clove of garlic every day with my afternoon vegetable juice. So
that is a very powerful thing.
Spicy.
Yes, it's spicy. It's spicy. That's for sure. We're done, because all you need to do is just put this in, just drizzle it over your salad,
Mm-hmm.
and eat.
And eat. That's it. And eat.
Yeah, don't forget that. Do not forget the part about eating.
Okay. Well,
Sonja does the healthy. I'll just do the exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sonja. Just look exciting. Your food just look exciting.
I'm sure the palate will find the two together very good, so don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note, Sonja, thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
It was a wonderful experience seeing. I guess this is the first time on this show since I've been doing cooking hangouts, Aslin. Nobody has ever, everybody's always cooking. This is the first time somebody did not cook.
It's great. It really is great. Kale is something I don't eat regularly. I juice it occasionally, but I'm always trying to find new ways to use it. So I'm definitely going to try your salad.
Yeah, and my friend here, Mejul, says the salad. Yes, I would like to taste.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sonja, thank you very much, my dear. Aslin, thanks for coming and stopping by.
A pleasure.
I will see you tomorrow. Oh, which reminds me, tomorrow it's another episode of Food Stories where we'll be joined by Chef Mireille, who lives in New York by way of Haiti. So she'll be doing a Haitian dish. It's sweet potato bread. Yeah, that's what it is. And it's more like a pudding, though. But anyway, join us tomorrow. It should be fun. It should be sweet. And it should be exciting. Aslin will be there. And somebody else.
You may have Karen.
Karen Chen. Yeah, Karen Chen will be joining us.
Yeah. And also, sorry, to butt in, 7 p.m. Oh, that's GMT. So
yeah. Yeah,
fun, fabulous food down under with AJ. Once again, monthly show. So.
Yeah. Okay. That's Aslin's show, which is preceding my show tomorrow. She's at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. 12 noon. Sorry, Pacific.
Yeah.
And my show is going to be right after hers at 4 p.m. Eastern and 1 p.m. Pacific.
Just like old times.
Yeah. So, yeah, just like old times. Yeah. This is Larry Fournillier on behalf of Aslin and Sonja, saying goodbye from sweet Trinidad and Tobago.
Bye.
Bye.